I would love to live here all year round. This is where I'm happiest.
I don't want to win for myself. I only want to win for the people, the new.
Many hours during the day, I just sit and look out. I don't do anything. That's new for me. I never used to just sit and do nothing. So now, in my older age, I go out and I don't take a paper and pencil, and I just sit outside and just say, isn't this wonderful? And I think about life, and I think about death. What do I want to be remembered for when I die?
이 연주회가 기획된 것은 사실 70년 전입니다. 오늘의 주인공은 보이지 않습니다. 세이모어 번스타인의 온라인 마스터 클래스. 자, 여러분 그러면 이제 세이모어 번스타인 선생님을 만나보겠습니다. 안녕하세요.
Hello.
Hello.
안녕하세요, everybody.
반갑습니다. 네. 세이모어 번스타인의 특별한 수업이 지금 시작됩니다.
Oh, so now you see, certain times when I play this piano, I play my best. So I have to record this now. So I have to turn on my recorder because I can see I have a certain sensitivity. I became interested in music at the age of 3 when I went to my aunt's house and discovered a black box with an upright piano. And I saw it has white and black keys. So I went over to it and I put my finger on the white note and it went boom. I thought, this is my world. I remember thinking, yeah, this is my world. I have to know about this. This is too amazing. I pushed another note. I was overcome.
출발은 순탄했습니다. 15살에 이미 영재를 가르칠 만큼 실력이 있었고 17살에는 그리피스 아티스트 상을 수상하며 명성을 얻었죠.
Everybody tells me that I was a prodigy, but I don't think so. They also call me genius. I think that embarrasses me. And personally, I have a feeling everybody loves me because I play the piano. And I want to find out if people like me if I don't play the piano. And where can I ever have that experience? In the army.
1949년 12월, 세이모어는 군대에 갑니다. 냉전 시대를 맞아 부활한 징병제 때문이죠. 바로 다음 해 한국 전쟁이 발발합니다. 3일 만에 서울 함락. 유엔은 미 8군 스미스 특수 임무부대를 선발대로 투입합니다. 경기도 오산 중미령에 방어선을 구축하고 북한군과 첫 전투를 치릅니다. 미군 181명 전사 실종. 전쟁은 국제전으로 번집니다. 그로부터 1년 후 세이모어는 한국에 파병됩니다.
You know what it is to go into the unknown, right? I had no notion of what being a soldier meant. There were real machine gun bullets shooting over our head. Can you picture this? And there were Korean dummies. I refused to kill that person. The bullets went through steel. That's how dangerous this weapon was. So in order to make the weapon fire, you had to put your thumb in this little door here, boop, like this, and the door closed. If you didn't take your thumb out, I thought, I'll never play the piano again. Here it is. So here is the diary. And these two books are the army. One Sunday, I took out this diary and I cried the whole day. I couldn't believe it. Because I remember, all the terrible... I told you I didn't write down the terrible things. But it reminded me of it. This should be on a Saturday, April 26th. Land of the morning calm. A deathly silence fell over the troops as we filed out on deck and waited for the Munamori to pull into port. It was 6 a.m. Looking to port side, we could see the ghostly shadow of Korea. So the beginning of this diary is a person who's completely innocent and has no idea what's going to happen to him. And it's rather calming for me to read this, because I know as I turn the pages, it gets more and more horrifying.
이 곡은 세이모어를 금세 전쟁터로 데려갑니다. 무릎을 꿇고 기도를 올리던 병사들, 무슨 곡인 줄도 모르고 눈물을 흘리던 한국인. 카메라만 보면 아이들은 도망치기 바빴습니다. 군복 입은 외국인이 무서웠을 겁니다. 1951년의 아이들은 표정이 없습니다. 사진은 잊어버리고 흩어진 기억을 또렷하게 모아주죠.
Now look at this old man. It shows the agony of the world in this face. We don't understand each other. He doesn't understand me, and I don't understand him. But when he looked at me, and I looked at him, there was some kind of deep connection. You just have a feeling between them, right? So he was fascinated by me, and I was fascinated by him. That's all. I can't tell you any more. Oh, here comes a car going slowly. I think this must be she. Oh, it's nice and warm. I'm glad you can come out. Now hold on. And we're going to take you up. Comfortable?
Yeah, let me just get my eyes
Okay.
settled in. And let me get this up. Okay. Are you ready, teacher?
I'm ready.
I live in New Jersey, and I received a telephone call from a friend that said, Jean, get to the movies. There's a movie playing called Seymour.
My friend Tony Zito invited me over to dinner, and Seymour Bernstein was sitting next to me, and I immediately felt kind of safe around him to talk to him about some of these things. And at this one dinner, Seymour helped me more than anyone in my own profession had been able to.
I could not believe what I was seeing. And without my knowing this man, I found out about this man later on, without knowing who he is, and said, I want a lesson with that man. And I wrote him a letter, and I said, Dear Professor Bernstein, I'm hoping you have room for one more. I want a lesson. I was 90 years old.
So this is elevating it to a new level, that's all. It's a new level. So now play the opening very ghostly. Just depress the keys halfway down and then go. See, and then come full. That's it, stay like that. See, now, could you add octaves here? Right? Octave, octave, octave. Listen, you can do this. You're making octaves out of the bass note. Play. And you can work that out at home, actually. Yes. Now B flat octave. Hold it. And now the A. Now the G sharp. Now the G natural. That's all. If you just do that, the piece will have a climax. Do it again and I'll play with you. Good, good, good. Now come out. Good. Now afterthought. Give me a hug. Mwah! That was gorgeous. Continue. That life influences the way they make music. But I discovered that music influences my life. We had to go for a 20-mile hike in the dead of winter. And the soldiers started to faint. Some of them came down with pneumonia. Seymour, how am I able to do this? It's all this, the discipline from my work at the piano. that affected my life. If I'm able to play this impossible passage, then I can march that impossible distance. Oh, look, and here we are, not in our army uniforms, but these were publicity photos that Ken and I took with us when we were inducted into the army. You know, I am not a genius at all. So Kenneth Gordon was a very prominent violinist, and he was definitely a child prodigy. When he was 15, he was already playing major concertos with orchestras. He was already very famous when he was young. We were both inspired by each other. The first time we played together. Well, he was so grateful to find a pianist, and I was so grateful to find a violinist of that stature. You know, first-rate violinist.
공연은 인기가 좋았습니다. 앙콜곡으로 한국 노래도 꽤 준비했죠. 총을 들지 않는 보병. 두 사람은 8개월 동안 100여 차례 넘는 공연을 해냅니다.
Here we are. This is the Commendation Medal.
What?
Medal.
What kind of medal?
That's the Korean, the Korean War. Commendation ribbon with medal pendant.
Wow.
The Army has awarded me this. Seymour and I used to play concerts as close as you could get to the enemy. And one time, a couple times we played concerts at these concerts, and after the concert we heard applause from the other side of the mountain, from the enemy. The Chinese were applauding us. They heard the music. It was amplified. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Seymour! 안녕하세요.
Hello, darling.
Hi, darling.
Give me your hat.
That's extra.
Five 510-26493. Now, by the way, what's your ID number?
511-2357.
Oh, we all know it. How about that?
I still have my Army shirt. I can't get into it.
I do too. I have my.
You could get into it because you're
Do you
the
have
same as you
medals?
were 40, 50 years ago.
Do you have the medals?
Yes,
I do too.
yes.
Now, what are we going to play, Ave Maria?
Yeah. Let me get my glasses on. Well, I don't know. This is very emotional. Oh, let me see how I do this.
tragedy befell the next unit, the 10th FAB. The 605 howitzers were firing alternately about once every 2 or 3 minutes. I had no idea that I wrote. Don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. It's like I'm reading someone else's notes, like it didn't happen to me. I can only imagine that I was so terrified that I was in shock. And I just buried it from my consciousness.
See you. Hey.
Did you see the notice that don't ring the bell?
Yep. So I'm the person who's run for. Hi. How are you?
Oh, you were having a beer. Oh, he's growing a beard.
Well,
Don't you find it strange that I never read it?
No, I don't find it strange. I think it's very difficult to go back and do this, and I think for you, sort of sublimating it was a very important part of creating the life that you had.
Can you picture to be a part of a war?
Right.
My goodness. As a matter of fact, I played more as a soldier than I ever did as a civilian.
Right. See, that's very interesting.
With Kenneth Gordon.
Right.
3 concerts a day.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
This now. On the open field with shells flying
over. So that's really interesting.
I thought I might be killed. And what I wanted to do...
Leave something behind.
...was leave something behind about what was going on before I left this earth.
Of course.
남기기 위해 치열하게 쓴 기록. 나중엔 정작 열어보지도 않았습니다. 일기는 세이모어에게 뭘까요? 기억일까요? 망각일까요? 프로 연주자이기도 한 키멜먼은 여전히 세이모어에게 배웁니다.
You have to play the right chords, you know.
Yeah, it does help.
Perfect. That's the way. That's perfect. Now keep your shoulders down and your spirits up. For my analysis of myself, if I were to choose what I think I do the best, and it's teaching. I love to teach my pupils. I'm aware that every time I give them a lesson, I make them better. Yeah, now wait a second.
Yeah.
Now you're playing every single note forte. Is this piece going to be every note forte?
No.
In music, it's just like speaking sentences. Nobody ever speaks like this all on the same dynamic, right? So I always call the soft places of a sentence an afterthought. It's freezing out today. I better bundle up. What was the afterthought?
I better bundle up.
That's right. That's right. This opening theme has an afterthought. Shall I do it again?
Sure.
Afterthought. Now I'm going to develop. And Chopin says this is an afterthought.
How do you play soft?
I don't know. No, I'm going to tell you how to play softly. I'm going to tell you how the piano plays softly, right? The hammers are being propelled to the strings, right? When they're propelled fast, it's loud. See? We depress the key fast, not digging, but just fast. See? Fast. If the hammer goes slowly, the key is softer. See, lower the key slowly. Make us go into a swoon now. Even more.
Oh, good. Hey.
You can. Mm-hmm. See, we use this, remember this? This motion, right? And if you tilt, watch. You tilt this way. Just roll to the right. Ah, there it is. That's the perfect sound. Do it for me. Down, up. There it is. My pupil can't play a certain passage, and when I teach them how to play the passage, and they do it, I get an enormous wave of gratitude. Bravo! Give me a hug. That was so wonderful. You're really terrific. Number 43. It's a small concert hall.
Small concert hall.
Very small concert hall. And I'm going to hear a pianist that I work with, an adult. And I call her my discovery. I discovered her. When I reached the age of 50, I started to be able to control the way I performed in front of a big audience, and that I was able to perform the way I wanted to. And I said to myself, Now you can say farewell.
1977년 세이모어는 은퇴를 합니다. 그 후로는 교재를 만들거나 마스터 클래스를 여는 교육자로 살아가죠.
Listen, I'm 92 years old. Truth about everything. Don't you? There's no reason to hide anything. So about 4 years ago, I got a phone call from someone by the name of Youngja Eska. Said, can I come and play for you? I never heard of her. She came to play for me. She's one of the great young artists that I know. I learned more pieces from her than she learned from me.
It's your help.
Absolutely sensational.
Thank you.
Makes me so happy to know that I contributed to someone. I realized that when I was in the army, I was doing this all the time. When I was giving concerts for the Korean people, I felt that I was contributing to their lives. I would love to go back to Korea. If I go back to Korea, I would love to give master classes there.
Coronavirus pandemic situation is getting dire, and more dire. In the United States to surpass 1 million coronavirus cases. The president's latest travel ban blocks any travel from 7 countries.
Oh my God!
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
We are so glad too.
How are you doing?
It's too dangerous now. The virus is going stronger than ever now.
Of course.
Yeah, yes.
The States also is very bad.
Seamoor,
What?
what do you think about using online math class?
Oh, on the computer?
Yeah.
I can do that.
누구도 예측할 수 없는 일들이 벌어진 2020년. 마스터 클래스 장소를 찾는 일도 쉽지 않았습니다. 한국전쟁 당시 유엔군과 북한군이 첫 전투를 치른 곳. 당시 스미스 특수임무부대는 일본에 주둔하고 있었습니다. 보병과 포병을 합쳐 540명. 그들은 대전을 거쳐 북상. 여기 오산에 최초로 방어선을 구축합니다. 60명 전사, 21명 부상, 82명 포로. 그 희생을 기념하는 이곳에서 마스터 클래스가 열립니다. 전쟁으로 맺어진 인연이 이렇게 음악으로 다시 이어지고 있다는 느낌이 듭니다. 자, 그럼 이제 세계적인 피아노 교육자 세이모어 번스타인의 마스터 클래스를 시작합니다.
You're in very good company. How they felt about their performance.
엄청 떨렸어요.
So being responsible makes us worry. I hope that I'll be able to do what I really practice to do. And the more we practice, the more we get deeper into the music and deeper into ourselves. All the students should stand up and hold an imaginary ball. Ready? Ready?
자, 뒤로
1, 2, 3. Throw the ball. Go back and throw the ball. All right, now look. Everybody look at the keyboard. I'm demonstrating.
네,
Can they see my hand on the keyboard? And if I want to play louder, I go up faster. And if I want to play softly, I go up slowly. Now, Miss Schubert, please go to the piano. Look at my hand. My right hand is going to go pressure, and the left hand is going to float. Here, let's hear you play. Good, good, very good. Very good. Now add the right hand. No, not enough, not enough. Listen. Less. Less. Yes, so she has to play with dynamics. Do not press the key all the way to the bottom of the key. Let me hear you do that, honey. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. The students have to know something very important. Are all the students listening to carefully? So, Kyung-suk, go to the piano. Put your left hand on the F. Now watch. Put your foot on the right pedal. Swing up and down. Right, 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 right. I have something important to tell you. Play softer when you begin. Don't do this, but take time. Once again. Bravo, bravo. Now, see, that made a very impressive introduction. Kyung-suk, you are a brilliant pianist. Okay, so now please turn to the second page. It's very moving to me that I'm returning to the place where I fought as a soldier and also performed on the front lines. Korea is part of my heart. And then I played for Korean audiences. And it's my honor to be able to do this. I learned to survive the Korean War. I learned to survive walking across the stage and playing decently. Well, the difference is that I realized at 92 that I've lived a very long time. And I've had a lot of fulfilling experiences. And I'm willing to say goodbye. I have no regrets. See what I mean? When my time comes, I will accept it.